1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Happy birthday to Taurus, bless Taurus. Happy birthday to Taurus, sexy Taurus. Happy birthday to all of our lovely and handsome and sexy and highly intelligent and inquisitive Taurus. Happy birthday is for you and only you, Taurus. Only you know what you do. I'm hearing that so clear. Somebody saying, only you know what you do to me. But Taurus, that's you saying that's about a person, but I'm feeling like that person is saying that about you guys. Taurus, you guys gotta realize you make people fall in love with you, and you don't even have to do. So be aware of that, okay? Because somebody is saying, man, you know what you do to me. And that's what I'm hearing so vividly. Taurus, it's 2 days you guys don't ever have to worry about. Please remember that. It's yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because yesterday is history and tomorrow's a mystery. You know, you gotta live for your beautiful B-Day today. All right, Taurus? And Taurus, no matter what, always remember there's 3 different types of people in this world. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who don't give up what happens, all right? And always identify, which one are you, right? Even though we know you guys are the ones that make things happen. But please be aware of that, because it's showing me right now that, you guys have to vividly know that it's only 2 reasons people are in your life. They're either there to, 1, help, or they're there to, guess what? Harm. And if they're doing one more than the other, guess what? That's what they're there for. That's their true meaning of their self in your life, And quite frankly, Taurus, you guys need to know that you guys are a very vital key component in this whole divine plan, on this beautiful divine planet. The higher realms made that word planet so you can know that you know that you are planned. The last 2 letters of that word planet is ET. It stands for till the end of Earth timeline, all right? Until the end of time, all right? And a lot of you guys have been living the ET life all the time. And what do I mean by that? A lot of you guys have been also executing low vibe energy and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy all through your life. All right? Golly. I'm hearing somebody stole some shoestrings, and you guys, you guys recognize that, you had to step up. You had to say something. I don't know when this was, but it's a point in your life, and the higher realms is showing me. And it's weird. It's like this person stole some shoestrings because they like the color of these shoestrings, and they stole them out of a store, and it was like you guys and the family members and stuff like that. And it was one of those like 5 and dime type of AMP stores or something as well. Like for some of you guys, it was like a AMP or grocery store or something like that, where they were selling shoestring. And the others of you, it was like a five and dime type of store. This was back, when you guys were younger and you had to say something. And some of you guys, it was somebody stole some yarn for crochet. Those two things are like vivid, where you guys had to speak up in every way. You guys started living the ET life very early, is what the higher realms is pointing out to say. Some of you guys remember this in every way, but I'm gonna tell you guys. You remember I told you guys you were that vital key component? You guys made a difference in that person's life when you spoke up and when you said something. You really made a difference. So great job, Taurus, okay, for speaking up as a little one, and that's really happens today. So great job, Taurus, okay? I can't make it up. So the higher realms is pointing that time out for you guys in every way. And you guys need to know that, living life is our soul's mission, all right? It's not a competition. Like, it's a lot of people out there, in competition with my Taurus. I always tell you guys, there's a lot of people out there with that $500 hat on that 50-cent head in competition with you guys and then trying to go to bed. What? Turn around and say, can you give me some head? Please. Anywho, I'm seeing something like that right now. But yeah, and then it's a lot of God. And that makes it so, that makes me disappointed, especially when it's like that. They're in straight up competition with you, Taurus. Dressed up garbage cans are in competition with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Dressed up garbage cans with no absolute plans. I cannot make it up. And talking about, I'm your mains. What? Taurus, it's severe out here. I'm seeing it so clear. The higher realms say that you guys actually recognize, because you guys have been on this soul's mission, and alongside that, the higher realms placed inside of you this precious jewel. It's called your intuition. If you can follow your intuition and trust your intuition, Taurus, you can always see without sight. You know what I mean? People always wonder why the blind man or woman can see. All right? They can see because it's beyond the 3D. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it up. So, Taurus, the higher realms placed inside of you that beautiful jewel called your intuition along your soul's mission, and it keeps you actually spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your spiritual GPS, all right, which the higher realm said that GPS stands for your gods or your guides or God pointing you to your next step of origin, all right? And that word step is the acronym STEP for a solution to every problem. So this can only mean that you guys were born like a 9mm, fully loaded with hollow points. However, not knowing quite which way to shoot. But you guys were born fully loaded. That's why the higher realms gave you this beautiful spiritual root, which is called your numbers, signs, and synchronicities. And that's what the higher realm speaks through. Your numbers, signs, and synchronicities, all right? Which is your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body and the codes on your body. Believe it or not, you have codes on your body. Taurus, you guys have some scars that actually look like it's spelling something, and some of you guys have scars that spell something in how in a different language, which is weird. I know it's not a tattoo. It's like you guys have scars that could be shaped as something in another language or mean something in another language. Some of you guys do have like a circle shape on the, how do you call it, the shin of your leg, your right leg. It's like a circle mark. That's some type of code. Some of you guys ended a cycle with something back when you did that shin. It's a shin thing, okay? And the higher realms was with you in every way, all right? Because that circle, a circle represents, so you guys completed a cycle in every way. I'm just going to end it that way. But the bottom line is you guys have number, signs, and synchronicities in which the higher realms is speaking to you guys loud and clear every day, which is your birthday, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes on your body and all the marks, on your body as well. Even down to your hands, a lot of you guys do have that magical M on the left hand. Let me see. Yeah, some of you guys have the M on your left hand. I'm seeing you have that M, the lines that represent the M. So I'm seeing you guys have the M on your hands. Some of you guys is actually both hands, but you have that M there. And a lot of you guys need to know that that's a big sign right there that you guys are definitely manifestors and big mystics, and you are very in tune with a lot. So don't think you're cuckoo. This is, what you guys are here to do. Okay? I can't make it up in any way. So a lot of you guys do have that M in your hand. I was trying to see if the higher realms going to show me anything else, because the higher realms always... Okay, so I'm talking to a couple of my Taurus. I know this is what it is, but a lot of you guys are nearsighted is what I'm hearing. I'm talking to my Taurus that are nearsighted, and some people say I'm nearsighted and farsighted, so I hear that. But it's some majority are nearsighted. I'm talking to majority nearsighted, and that has a lot to do with you. So a lot of you guys see the number 1001 a lot of ways, and to me it's always like the higher realms is telling you something in many ways. So a lot of you guys see that number. If you look at it look like eyeglasses, the 1001. I don't know if you guys see it, but it is so a lot of you guys see that number a lot going through life, and it's the higher realms, giving you that look, letting you know that the higher realms see you. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. So for you guys, is what I'm telling you. This is what the higher realms is telling me right now. So a lot of my Taurus, you're nearsighted, and some of you guys are farsighted, but those of you who are farsighted are farsighted in the right eye or something like that. The right eye is farsighted, the left eye is nearsighted. Those who are farsighted, okay. But the majority of you guys I'm speaking to, it came out nearsighted in a big way, and it has something to do with your spiritual vision as well. So yeah, I can't make it up. So that is a sign also, okay? I can't make it up in any way. And it's crazy because the higher realms also told me something that I have to hopefully get these videos out, you guys, because it's so many things, it's so many things that you guys, it can really go unnoticed, because the higher realms not playing about you guys at all, not even a little bit. So getting down to the get down, I'm going to tell you guys, this birthright number is yours. And this birthright number is 425. So in the higher realms, that is your birthright number, okay? 425 and everywhere. And the higher realms are saying that, when the higher realm speaks through that number 4, it means that you guys are never to be ignored. And, well, let me clear it up by saying this. The number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world or the spiritual realm. It means that the angels are sending you guys everything that you need. So a lot of you guys are never to be ignored in the spiritual world nor the spiritual realm. The angels are sending you guys everything that you need from 4 corners of the world, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth, even down to 4 legs on a table, just to keep you guys secure and stable. Did I stutter, utter, or mutter? Or give you some butter? A lot of you guys have the 4-legged animal. A lot of you guys have the 4-legged. That's why they created that 4-legged emotional pet that you could get for free, because you guys are blessed up with that 4 in its entirety. Some of you guys have 4 family members or something of that nature. Some of you guys have 4 sisters, 4 brothers, something of that nature, is what I'm getting. And a lot of you guys, you resonate with the blessings of 4. Just put it that way. And a lot of you guys do real deep 4. You know, you have this thing where you, if you look back, you dated a lot of people more so with 4-letter names than anything. If it wasn't, you gave them a boo nickname. You gave them a nickname that were 4 letters of 4. Okay, I can't make it up in any way. Some of you guys actually named your children, you know, 4-letter names, or the favorite child has a 4-letter name, or your, you know, it goes deep. You guys have these blessings of 4, and it's really blessings of 4. You know, a lot of people don't have to have 4 wheels, but you guys do, right? In everything that you do. Even if you don't own a car, you guys are always somehow finding yourself in a ride. Somebody's picking you up. Somebody's asking you, oh, you need to go here. Stuff like that. You guys have those blessings of 4. I can't make it up. A lot of people will ride past you guys with 2 wheels. You know what I'm saying? Some people ride by with a scooter. I don't know what that many wheels any, but I'm just saying, a lot of people don't have to have the 4. You guys are blessed with those 4, okay? The blessings of 4. And what is very also unique about you guys is you guys can use all 4 elements to manifest. Okay, a lot of you guys don't have to do that blowing out the candle and making a wish in any way, because you know that's more like an air sign thing, because the air sign, they deal with air, blowing out the candle, manifesting, making a wish, blah blah. However, you guys can use all 4 elements. All right, I can't make it up. Even though you're earth sign, you can use all 4 elements to manifest. All right, you can use water. You know, you can use earth, fire, water, air. You can use them all. You do not have to go the typical route of blowing out the candle. Okay? And it makes sense because you have that M in your hand anyway. You're a master manifestor. Like you guys really, really are. You're here for that purpose. All right? So this number 2, it says that the higher realms highly favor you guys. I can't make it up. You know what I mean? That number 2 is also your birthright. And the higher realms is telling you guys that you are highly favored. All you have to do is look in the mirror and you'll see everything on your body that equate the number of 2. You got 2 feet, 1, 2. You got 2 legs, yeah, 1, 2. You got 2 ribs, 1, 2. You got 2 arms, 1, 2. And you got 2 eyes, and they're both the same size. Go ahead with your best self, Taurus. Yeah, you guys are highly favored with that number 2. And the higher realms is saying, just as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, whatever you guys are praying for will already be right there. The higher realms is saying that because you're highly favored. That's that number 2. Now 4 plus 2 equals 6. So the higher realms is really saying you guys, need to expect nothing less than the best from your lifetime here. Because in case you didn't know it took the higher realms 6 days to make this whole world. So the higher realms deem you as perfect in some way. I mean perfect, you hear me? You guys are number 6 birthright. That is like a lot of frequency, a lot of energy, and a lot of energy that says the higher realm deemed that as perfect because he made the whole world in that amount of days. On the 7th day was the Sabbath day, the rest, right? So you guys expect nothing less than the best from your lifetime here. And the higher realms are saying through that number 6 birthright of yours, that you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. Now, the higher realms told me through my meditations that distractions are sent to dis your actions. All right? Hence the word is distractions. So you guys neither look nor to the left, to the right. You know, you guys are going to be all right. You're going to persevere, okay? In every way. Now, what I see here is this beautiful number 5. Let me tell you guys, that number 5 is so powerful. It says that you guys, again, It goes back to your hand. A lot of you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. That M is in your hand telling you you're multidimensional spiritual beings. All right, this number 5 says so as well. When the higher realm speaks through that number 5, the higher realms is telling you that you are a multi-dimensional spiritual being, and you guys are here to bring that multi-dimensional positive change to Mother Earth. And isn't that something that you are Earth sign, okay? You guys are multi-dimensional beings, and you're here to make a huge impact on and change in every way. As you guys bring that multidimensional positive change, you guys shall receive it as well. A lot of you guys, because you resonate with this number 5, that means you guys grew up with a lot of change. You grew up with a lot of change in your house. You're one of them people that made me mad coming up because y'all always had those, you had change somewhere in your house. A lot of you guys had them quarters, dimes, and nickels hiding somewhere all together. And you can go in my house and look up, sun up to sundown. You ain't gonna find it. But in your house, y'all had that. You know what I'm saying? Because of your birthright number 5. So you guys are here to make a real change. A lot of you guys, everywhere you go, you change the dynamic of everything so dramatically. So I can't make it up because of your birthright. And that's a beautiful thing. You guys could come to a PTA meeting, and next thing you know, the whole school, the principal got new notes. All right, that's how powerful you are. I'm just saying, I'm telling you what your birthright say. And that means you guys are going to receive some money, which is some pocket change as well. Because like I said, so as you give it, you shall receive it. Now, I must say this, 2 plus 5 equals 7. So 7 is also your birthright number. So a lot of you guys need to, I'm hearing some of you guys need to work on your patience. And some of you guys one way or the other. Okay, where you guys have to be more patient, or some of you guys have to be less patient. You know what I'm saying? Because some of you guys have been accused of being too patient with situations in that area. So the higher realms want you guys to, be patient with yourself, of course, and others that, you love, and things that you really want to acquire, and things of that nature because of that number 7. Because a lot of you guys, through that number 7, you're directly connected to the 7th dimensional level of heaven. Hence the Sabbath day, it goes back again. And the higher realms want you to get your rest. When the higher realms give you a birthright of 7, that means you guys are taking off to the races. You guys are not resting. You like the higher realms was building the world. You don't realize that you do have to rest, because so a lot of you guys, because you share this birthright of number 7, make sure you get your rest, because even though your body sleeps, your spirit does not. So therefore, a lot of people wake up more tired than they did when they went to sleep, because they don't understand the dynamic of balance. It's important for you to get your balance, rest, right? So that's what I'm hearing. So the higher realm said, at least get this 2 plus 5, hours of rest. At least work for that, which is your birthright number, 25. At least get that number 7. At least get 7 hours, okay? That's what the higher realms are saying in every way. And the higher realms is clarifying the fact that expect nothing less than the best from your birth time here. I can't make it up, because the higher realms is saying through your birthright number 7 as well, that you will overcome a lot of these obstacles and realize success. Why? Because the angels are happy with the choices you've made in your physical form along your spiritual journey here. So it's no doubt that you guys have, been sincere in your journey here. Like I said, it started early for a lot of you guys, because you told on them people who stole them shoestrings, and you told on so you guys have really been working early. That's the way, the ET way of life. A lot of you guys have been doing it. So great job, okay? And your whole number, your birthright number as a whole, is looking like it's number 12 here. Wow. Wait a minute. Am I saying 12? No. Why did I say 12? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you guys are number 11. And I don't know why I said 12. So 12. I wonder why it's telling me 12. So a lot of you guys have a lot to do with okay, since I said 12, I'm gonna tap into that. But however, your birthright number is 11, but the higher realms alluded to 12. Now that has a lot to do with completion. However, the higher realms want you guys to know through that number 12 that you have a lot to do with time. So Father, time is your time. So a lot of you guys, you actually spiritually travel, and some of you guys time travel. Like I said, you're multidimensional spiritual beings, so of course you guys time travel. I hope you know that. So if you loss of time, if you guys find yourself, the bottom line is you were not abducted. You guys were traveling. A lot of you guys soul travel, like you really do, travel spiritually. And some of you guys know what I'm talking about because you actually practice that. So a lot of you guys is this birthright number 11 here. And 4 plus 2 plus 5 is number 11. And that is a powerful birthright within itself. Okay. That number 11 is powerful because it's pristine. A lot of you guys came through a special portal here, and a lot of you guys came through the 1111 portal some type of way. I can't make it up in any way. And a lot of you guys also, when the higher realm speaks through this number 11, the higher realms is given a specific message. It's not like any other message to me. It's like it's really, it feels like a kiss from the higher realms. I'm not kidding, okay? It feels like a kiss. However, this number 11 is the higher realms telling you guys that, remember, you're from it's a reminder. Remember, you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. That is what the higher realms is saying through that number 11 for you guys, okay? It's a reminder. All right. So that means some of you guys, Taurus, it means that the higher realms want you to be, patient with yourself and how you perceive others and things of that nature, and don't get caught up in the garbage. Okay. Because you're on a spiritual mission in every way. That's why the higher realm gave you that number 11 birthright, gave you this special portal in which you guys can, multi-dimensional travel. You have a lot to do with time. All the above, they got that M in your hand. A lot of you guys got this vision that you know not as of yet. So the bottom line is this, your birthright as a whole in its totality is number 11, and that is going to be a reminder. So a lot of you guys can't even waste your time arguing with nobody, because for what? You're number 11. For what? You know what I'm saying? Especially when the higher realms is tapping you saying, remember. Remember, you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. How many times does the higher realm got to back up your numbers and say, remember, you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. See, all of these little nuances and things that people are bringing for you guys to get caught up in are simply distractions, right? So the bottom line is your number 11 is your birthright in its totality. And you guys, that is a powerful number within itself, okay? It says that you are ascended master in every way. So a lot of you guys volunteered to be here, believe it or not. So I know you ain't gonna argue with these fools that's here. I can't make it up. For what, though? Yo, that is crazy. So that's what I want to tell you guys. You got a lot going on, Taurus. So think about it. You hear me? All right, know that you know your number, signs, and synchronicities. Now let me get into your read. Taurus, I see you guys right now. I see you for who you are. I see you guys getting justice when it comes to this marriage. Something about this marriage that you guys had to really put your foot down. a lot of you guys, you know how you were doing most of the work. I'm seeing a lot of you guys doing mostly everything in this marriage, getting everything done. Some of you guys are getting ready to receive your justice once you realize you are the one that's been doing everything, you know. And what I see is, listen, if they decide to get cocky with you guys, like I see that they may do, be verbally abusive towards you guys here, you will receive your justice, okay? However, you guys have to recognize that no in every way, because the higher realms are saying that your third eye is definitely activated. So the higher realms want you to feel confident and use that personal power, to give you guys the extended, the extended justice that you need. Because you guys already know what the struggle feels like, and you know how it feels, to be tied up in your own bondage of reality is what I'm getting. So a lot of you guys will receive justice. However, you have to say no and mean it in this relationship that's really not. It's putting you guys in a mindset of conflict, which for a lot of you guys is a marriage. It's operating like a marriage, and it looked like you guys just had your coffee and woke up to the real world one day, and you realize that it's not okay. It's one of them things where you guys really are a lot of you guys are independent persons or people, and you actually mirror your own success is what I'm seeing. A lot of you guys don't realize, the reason you can be happy, and the reason that you have that intuition that you will, be happy once you make this change is because you guys, man, you mirror your own happiness is what I see. You mirror your own success. A lot of you guys, you've been doing some work within, so that work within is showing. It's so is within is without. It's showing a big deal. A lot of you guys have worked so deep on this inner child energy that it really mirrors your success of who you are. So a lot of you guys did not rest on your laurels. You've been doing some work here because it actually shows that's where this change is coming about. Is what I see. You guys got this happy financial change that's coming about because you guys put in the work. You did not look. So in other words, you guys don't pocket watch. You don't look at somebody else's pocket like others do. Others just focus on somebody else's pocket. You guys are not doing that. You guys went within your own. You realized what was missing and you made it work. And that's why you are a mirror of your own success. Let me find out you are your own successful doppelganger. All right. Great job, Taurus. Great job. Because it really, that inner workings is no joke. You know what I mean? It's not for the faint of heart. So a lot of you guys had to have heart to go within. Now I see a lot of you guys realize that, in order to do so, you had to be more passionate about your healthy choices, and then you had to be smacked in the face to realize, kind of like a Tina Turner thing, what love got to do with it. It wasn't even love. It was just this, it hurts. Let me see. When doves cry, you hear that you thought it was love, but you were only an alibi is what I'm getting, So you guys find out you were just an alibi, and when you put this person in a friend zone, the only thing they felt alone, it was that the material loss, that's the only thing they cause is material loss. That's all they were focused on. So you guys made a healthy choice here by putting this person in a friend zone and being very passionate about it and standing up for yourself and gardening, what do you call gardening your wealth, okay? Because your self is your wealth. So I see you guys having a real powerful, successful, ending to what this is, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I see Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yeah, I see those energies here. And then I see a hint of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. So, yeah, I see that going on. Bear with me, though. Okay, so a lot of you guys is this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies that's coming out very, very strong in this ending. A lot of you guys, great job. And like I said, this was functioning like a marriage. You guys were married, you guys were living together, but you guys just woke up one day and you actually smelled the coffee and you said, I gotta let this go because I'm doing everything in my power, myself. So what will I lose? Nothing. You know what I mean? You guys don't even have the material loss. They do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're looking back. So a lot of you guys, a lot of stuff doesn't fly by. You guys recognize that it was not love. You were just simply an alibi is what I'm seeing. And you guys really, really, mirrored your success. And for that, I say great job, because you recognize it was flight. It wouldn't say flight. Yeah, it was flight or fight. Yeah, because you don't want to sit up there and fight with nobody. Like I said, you guys have that. You have that number. The higher realm say, listen, you just, we're all just passing through. What this person think you got to do here? You guys. Congratulations, Taurus, for doing what you guys needed to do, because I don't see anything that I need to say. However, congratulations in every way, because you're mirroring your own success, because you did the work. You went within, and that is harder than hard to do, from beginning to end. And that's why you became so anointed that you really had to have that, cup of coffee, that wake up. And it was a spiritual coffee is what I see. So great job, Taurus. That's all I got to say. Let me see. Yeah, make sure you guys follow up on that vacation, Taurus, too, because that's going to be your true happiness. Because a lot of you guys, you just follow up on that vacation, because I saw that you guys, because that's going to bring you, that's going to fulfill you guys, emotionally. And make sure you guys record everything. Now, this person is going to end up in spiritual court is what I see here. And it's some block spell work. So that's the bottom line. I see you guys not even being in debt, not even needing a loan and all these things. So make sure you follow up on this vacation stuff here, because, that's one of the decisions that you guys are going to make this weekend, all right? That's all I see. Keep doing what you're doing. I love you, Taurus. Great job. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you. And within one.